Okay. Hello. Hello. Welcome to November team meeting. Yay. We are going to be starting to do this every Monday night. So we're going to do a training, but the first Monday of every month, if holidays are working on our favor, we're going to do a team meeting the first Monday training of every month. And so we have a lot going on. I guess a lot of you probably might not know me since Catherine's adding to her team like crazy. I am Heather Gravely, and I am your advanced director. I live outside Nashville, and Catherine is a rock star. And for those of you who don't know Catherine, introduce yourself.
I am Catherine. I am in Sevierville, Tennessee, and I am a director underneath Heather. And I've been here since October of last year. So it's my 1 year just came up this past month.
Very good. Okay. Well, we're going to jump right in. I'm not going to keep you guys too long on here today because we want to just keep it short. But there's a lot of exciting stuff happening. This is the big season for selling with Pampered Chef. A lot of you are brand new. Some of you have been around for a little while, but a lot of you are new, and this is your first holiday season. So we're going to run through what is going on with Pampered Chef and make sure, we'll take questions at the end and try to give you guys some really good ideas on what to do with this time of year. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. All right. Can you see that? And I'm just gotta move me out of the way. No, there's a present. Well, we might just go big. I know there's a present on here. Okay, well, present. Well, it doesn't want, oh, there we go. It's a little different when it's a, there we go. Okay. All right. So we wanted to say congratulations. We had a really crazy month, I think. And October was a really great month. We had some good specials. People were starting to buy, I think, earlier this year than I've seen before. People are really getting started with their Christmas shopping early. And this is showing it. So congratulations. Look at Michelle Smith. She is the #1 seller for our whole organization with $4,563. And she is a relatively new consultant, and she is just going crazy. She is actually, and I hope she watches this later, but Michelle, you are, I wrote it down, 2,000, I think it is. I lost where, there it is, 3,000 away as of the end of October. So I don't know about now because our system didn't update. As of the end of October, you were $3,000 away from the 15,000 in career sales. And guys, what that means is when you hit 15,000 in career sales, you're going to get an extra 2% every month. So instead of it being a minimum of 20% commission, you will have a minimum of 22% commission. That's where you start, and every level goes up by 2% when you hit that 15,000. So Michelle, you're super close, and that's really exciting. So I can't wait to see when you hit that. We'll have to celebrate that. I came in #2 with 4,335. Catherine, also director, is 2,710 last month. In the middle of all the craziness she had going on, she still managed to pull that. You had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of traveling, a lot of sicknesses. I mean, come on, and you still did it. I didn't. Well, that's okay. Tina Workman was #4 with 576. Skylar is in there at 532. Tanya Wilson, 524. Tara Hubbard, Caitlin, Kelly Ann, and I cannot see because this stupid thing is in it. There we go. Chris is in there at 281. So all of these consultants have qualified, but those are our top 10. And then for our recruiting, we added a lot of people to our organization this month or last month. Catherine recruited 5 people. She added 5 people personally to her team. And that is very exciting. I said hello to 3 new people to our team. And Caitlin, you are a brand new consultant, and so is Casey, and you each recruited a person. So once, and Catherine, do you know if the people that they recruited, were they active or are they active? I think they're active this month maybe, or last month.
The one that Caitlin is not active. And then Amanda's not active yet either, but they came in like the last day of the month.
Yeah, at the very end. Well, here's the really exciting thing for Caitlin and Casey. As soon as they become active, you automatically get a promotion. Isn't that cool? To senior consultant, and you get a bump in what we call overrides. So an extra little percent, and it just grows from there. So that's really neat. And pay attention, because part of the new success rewards, this is brand new. And I'm sure, we'll talk about this on new consultant training, but one of the newest things is that if you promote to a team leader, which is only 2 team members, and then, a couple of sales minimums in there, you're going to get like a great little bonus. You're going to get an extra $100 just like that. And then if you keep it for the next month, you get another $100 just like that. So it's really fun. And if your recruiter gets that too, I don't know if you knew that. So the people that are on their teams, if you feel like, hey, they've been doing such a great job helping me and they're brand new, or if they're not brand new, it doesn't matter. Recruit somebody, like get in there. You're going to get money if you recruit somebody when they qualify, and then they recruit people. It's just all happiness when everybody is building a team. Everybody wins. So congratulations to everybody who recruited. Like, that is fantastic to see new members of our team recruiting also. I just love that. I think that it's a big deal, especially this time of year. I know Skylar has recruited somebody in this month, so that was her first recruit too. So that's really exciting. I wanted to give a shout out to the people that earned success reward levels in October. Level 1, that is oh gosh, help me. It's the cup slicer and
the little brush.
And the brush. Okay. Brush. Was that level 1? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Tina Workman, Skylar, and Caitlin Corm, all 3 of you earned that. And you are getting your level 1 rewards and on to level 2. And then level 2, Tanya Wilson got that. She achieved level 2, selling $12.50. And did she get the, it's the modular sheet pan set, which I love. I absolutely love sheet pan dinners. I like calling them hobo dinners, but deconstructed. It makes everybody happy. But there's so much you can do with that. The small ones can go in the air fryer, I believe. And so it's just a really fun set and very popular. So congratulations, guys. Before we get into this, I did want to switch over to talk about some things that are going on for our team and take a quick look at the calendar. So I'm thinking I can just pull it up on here. Okay, so we do have a lot happening, and I'm going to try to make this bigger. Not that big. Okay. It's going to be a little hard to see some of the writing on this, but we're really trying to get consistent with the days that we're doing some trainings for our team. Now, remember, those of you who don't know, we do a lot of combined trainings with Michaela Wyatt's organization. She's a national executive director. We're not in her organization, but she loves us anyway. And it's a really great opportunity. And for those of you who are new and don't know her story, she broke all the records. She went from joining Pampered Chef to becoming a national executive director, which is as high as you can get, in 11 months. So if somebody knows how to do the thing and inspire others to do the thing, inspire other team members to do it, it's her. So if you ever get a chance to do a training with her, I absolutely recommend it. And we do have a lot of opportunities for that because she knows how to, give you some really great, interesting ideas and come together and really put them into practice too. So if you ever do have that opportunity, and every starting tonight, and it's actually starting in just over an hour, we have what's called the Aspiring Leaders. This is going to be for anybody who wants to get more out of their business. And especially if you're looking at all to move up into a role of director. And even if you think, oh, I don't know if I could be a director, that's for you guys. That's what I thought when I first joined Pampered Chef. I thought that's just for those people who've been doing this for 30 years. And I was a director actually like 2 months after I actually started asking people to join my team. 2 months later, I was a director. And that's what it takes. It just takes stepping out of your comfort zone a lot of the times, stepping out of what you think is possible. And that's what the Aspiring Leaders Group is for. So please, 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 like if you have even a thought that that's something you want out of your business, you just want more, please see me, talk to me, or talk to Catherine. Even though you might not be able to make this first call, we can get you into the group and you can watch the recording for that first week. You can always watch the recordings, but it's obviously any training, it's better to be there live and in person. It just is. It's much better. So on Monday nights from now on and for right now, while she's running the Aspiring Leaders Group at 8:30 Central Time, we're going to be doing our trainings at 7 p.m. Central Time. That may change. She usually does them earlier, but to accommodate some people's schedules, she moved them. So we're doing our meetings at 7 p.m. Central Time. And what I'm trying to do is every week I'm going to have a topic. This week it's utilizing the specials that are put out there for November, for the current monthly specials. After that, then the second week of the month, oh gosh, I'm going to forget what it was. It's in here. Oh, host coaching and running your virtual parties. Got to move this. Okay. The third week of the month is recruiting, building your team, and why that's important, and just some basics on how to talk to people about the business. And then the last Monday of the month will be more about systems, time management. I might have to find somebody to lead that. No, I'm just kidding. I do have a lot of systems. I can teach it. But utilizing systems and organization, time management to grow your business. If we have an extra week in there, if we ever have an extra Monday, there's 5 Mondays, then I will come up with something else. I had something in place, so I can't remember what it is offhand, but we will fill it up. If you look at Tuesdays, every Tuesday night, there is a cooking live. That's actually a home office thing. And you can use that and invite your guests to that, your VIPs, guests in your parties. You can invite anybody to this. You can put it out there on your personal wall. If you want to learn more about that, I highly recommend going into the Stir and just search for Cooking Live. And you'll get some really good trainings on that. But then also on Tuesday nights, there's one Tuesday night that it conflicts with that, or there's 2 things that are happening at the same time. But every Tuesday night they have a tune-up Tuesday, and it's usually a short. This is put out there by Michaela's team. Actually, her upline, they are all of them are nationals, so it's really, really fun. They put out there some really great trainings on Tuesday nights. If you can make it on Tuesday nights, they're usually about 30 minutes, they don't go over 30 minutes. And they're really very pertinent to what we're doing in that moment, and really just great systems and things like that. I try to leave Wednesday nights for new consultant training. Oh, I did have it on the calendar. Go me. Oh no, that's next week. Okay, I lied. We're going to change this opportunity event to a new consultant training. So we will have a new consultant training on Wednesday night. And then that is a director meeting. So for now, that's what it looks like. Really try to be there. Trainings are where it's at. If you want to grow your business, show up, because it makes a difference. And whenever I'm struggling with my business and I'm not getting bookings, or I have a poo-poo attitude in my brain, if I need a pick-me-up, I find a training to go to, because they're always inspiring. There will always be some little tweak, even if you think you know it all. There will be some little tweak that will change the way you do business. If you can walk away with one takeaway from each training by the end of a month, can you imagine how many takeaways you would have? Okay. Any questions about the calendar or anything so far? Okay. All right. Let's see. And this meeting probably, will try to keep Mondays to 30 minutes. The first Monday of the month, it may go over that a little bit just because we do have our team meeting also, and trying to throw in some quick training. I did want to also let you know, especially if you're watching this after, that the Team Drive training page has changed a bit. Not a whole lot, but I've added some things to it, especially in the parts where we talk about the day by day, the running your virtual parties day by day. I've really made some big changes to that. So if you struggle with what to do each day leading up to your party, setting up your party, all the host coaching, and through the end closing of the party, if you struggle with what to do each day, go check that out, because I've broken it out by day. There's like a little calendar you can click on each day, depending on where you are, and you can pull it up and know exactly if there's a little checklist in there. Your host coaching is in there. If there's any extra posts that you can put in your party to like do an everyone wins, or do a prize drawing or something like that, they're all in there. Okay. So I did want to mention that. Anything like that? Any housekeeping type things, Catherine? No. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back over here and we'll talk about selling. And sorry, it just looks so different on here. I think because I'm not in presentation size. Okay, so if you're not aware, in case you missed it, there are some really neat things happening for November. We have a new sale, and this first little flyer, if this is all from marketing imagery, and it's from the promotions section of marketing imagery. The first flyer, it is actually a flyer, so you can't use this as is in your party, but I believe I actually posted it in the Team Drive group. It shows when you download it as a PDF, you just have to do like a screenshot or save it as an image. But I actually have posted that in the Team Drive group, along with some of these other ones, so you can use it from there. It is an image. And this is a really good way to see everything at a glance, all of these specials at a glance. So we have two different sales. We have the $99 and $199 sale, $99 and $199. Everything in this list is on sale for $99 except for the Flex Plus multi-prep system, which is $199. But all of these top items are on sale for $99 and $199. And then you have some extra bundles in there. So take a look at those. They're really fun. I was skeptical about the Pop and Stir. No more. I'm not skeptical about it. It is like, I use that thing every stinking day. I'm trying not to, because I'm trying to eat healthier. And so I'm trying to limit myself to once or twice a week making popcorn. I was literally making popcorn every day in that. It's like fantastic. I'm not a real big candied nut person, because I've just gone, my oldest has nut allergies, crazy nut allergies. Most of my kids have nut allergies. So but I did make some candied pumpkin seeds, shelled pumpkin seeds. And those were absolutely delicious. They'd be really great on salads. So share these. We have the red enameled cast iron that are really pretty for this time of year. And then of course we have the free gift with purchase for $90. You can get, there's 3 things in there, but it's really hard to see. It's the measuring spoons, the cut and slice, and the mini scraper, the mini mix and scraper, I think it is. Okay, so really great time of year to talk about bundles. And then I wanted to bring some of these images, and I kind of threw them on there. Really go look through marketing imagery. Now I have incorporated a lot of these on the ScentShare template for November. I am going to be expanding that a little bit with some more appetizers and more holiday themed things as we get closer to Thanksgiving. I'll probably be working on that this coming week. But there are some really, really great gift ideas in there. And if you took some of these and post them in your VIP group, or posted them on your wall, or just talked about them and feature them in your parties, it really gives people a great idea of some things they can do. And this is just like a sampling of it. There are so many of them on there. I know that I did put them into like a party and a post thing in SendShare. So if you're using SendShare, you'll have that in your parties. But I just wanted to point that out because look at how many fun things. Like we do have some really great products that are just, specific to the holiday time and they're limited edition. But we also have things like it says gifts for the pizza lover. And I love this DIY gifting, especially since we have the Pop and Stir. You could feature the charcuterie set as a really great gift idea. So come up, be as creative as you want with it. And maybe this is just an idea and I just thought of this. But you could take one gift idea every day. It's almost like the 12 days of Christmas kind of thing, and post it on your wall or post it in your VIP group. Every day, post a different gift idea, just to kind of, if you're looking for content, they make it for us and they make it look pretty. So I do want to spend a really quick minute talking about Black Friday and the Cyber Monday. What they've typically done, and I haven't had a chance to watch the recording. I missed the director call at the beginning of this month. It was like on the 2nd. It's really early this month. But typically what they do is have a Black Friday special that you can use in your parties. And then they have a Cyber Monday that is strictly for website orders. So it is not to be used in your parties, but the Friday one is, the Black Friday. So just keep that in the back of your mind. When I first started selling Pampered Chef, I looked at Thanksgiving and Black Friday like, okay, everyone's going to be buying Pampered Chef. I'm going to come up with an hourly special. I literally came up with an every hour special. And like I designed them and I was still kind of new at Canva and I came up with like a different special for every single hour following, on Thanksgiving Day. It was just, and I was at my mother-in-law's and her internet is horrible and I was stressed out and I didn't sell anything. So, keep my advice during this time is keep it simple. That's going to be my advice to you during this. If you are running parties that week, keep it simple and run your parties. Talk about the holiday, wish them happy Thanksgiving, say, oh my gosh, these are great specials. Give them free shipping with any $50 purchase if you want, or $2 shipping or $5 shipping. Like you can make a special, you make your own special like that. People love to save money. Yes, it's great to get a freebie. I made all these gift sets and spent all this time on it. And it was just like this big deal. And it was, I probably could have just relied on these, types of images. And so that's what I wanted to pass along. You can get as creative as you want, but keep it simple. Don't stress yourselves out. I'd rather you take that time that you put into like pretty canvas or coming up with these really, searching through, scrolling through those image groups on Facebook and scrolling and getting lost. I'd rather you take that time and put them into getting some bookings and sending out messages. Which brings us into our next topic, which is bookings. Do you have any questions before? Because that was just a really good lead in, so I had to take advantage of it. But do you have any questions about anything having to do with the specials or selling, going into Thanksgiving and things like that? We will get more details coming soon, but a lot of times they do some sort of shipping special, or maybe they'll put something on sale. They don't want to do anything. They used to do some really crazy things, and it like broke the internet. So I don't think they do that anymore. But do you have any questions for me that I can answer? All right. We'll keep moving then. I think we're done okay on time. All right. Booking. I'm keeping this really simple. Because it just, like Catherine just mentioned before we got on here, really about recruiting, like the trick, the key with getting bookings on your calendar is asking a lot of people. I mean, it sounds dumb. That's all it is. It's just asking a lot of people. And I know I say this, and for those of you who've heard me a lot, I sound like a broken record. I don't care. It's super important. Whenever I put a booking image or something trying to say, hey, look at the great, host special, or look at the benefits of booking. If I put up all these great things, who wants to book a party? I might put that in my parties. I always put stuff like that in my parties. I might put it on my VIP group, but please hear me when I say I never, 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 never put it in there with the expectation that that will lead to a booking. Okay, never. I put it out there to plant a seed and put the information, hey, we book parties, that's what we do. But the bookings, I 100% of the time expect them to come from me reaching out to people. And I would say, with the very rare exception, that's where they come, or that's where they come from. So be ready, like, don't rely on putting out there. And I use the example or the metaphor that it's sort of like taking an invitation to a party. And I use this for my hosts too, because they think, oh, I can just put it out there on my wall, say, oh, I'm having a Pampered Chef party, and put it on their wall. I really use this for them, but it works for bookings too. If you took an invitation to a party and you went to the community center in your town and you stuck it on the bulletin board, the chances of people walking in there and seeing it at that moment, like seeing it when it's up there, and recognizing that it's something they might want to do, and recognizing that it's from someone that they might want to do it with, it's very slim. The chances of them taking that and taking action on it are very low. And you can see how this translates into when you're talking to your host also, right? So if you send an invitation directly to them, how much more likely are they to act on that and come to your party? If you took one and put it in the mail, you stuck it in the mail, and you send it to them, they're so much more likely to come, right? It's like that with bookings. So, but you still run into the situation where you can send somebody an invitation. This happened to me. I had an invitation to my daughter's best friend's birthday party, and it got just stuck in a big pile of papers. And I found it the day, thank goodness, the morning of the party. And that happens. How often does that happen to people? So if you can send an invitation personally, but then follow up on that invitation and say, hey, I didn't hear back from you. I just wanted to make sure you got the invitation and didn't get lost in the mail or whatever. So you can see where that metaphor kind of comes in. That's the way bookings are. That's the way we want our hosts to be with inviting people to their party. It's that way with bookings too. We need to reach out to them personally. And if we don't get a response, that best friend of my daughter, she didn't get a response from me. We can't assume that they don't want to join us. We need to assume that they didn't see it, unless they say, you know what, I don't want to host. And even then, it might just be a bad weekend. It just might be a bad week. It might be that they're going through something, or they're just busy and frazzled. And then even then, we want to say, okay, is that week not good? Do you mind if I reach out to you later? Always, always, always do those extra steps, and you're going to wind up with a more full calendar. So just some ideas to fill your calendar. There are details and wording, verbiage, responses, like images, everything you can think of for all of these ideas that are on here. These are nothing crazy. Birthday messages. If you have not gone through your friends list and looked at who has a November birthday and a December birthday, you can be working on December if you get through the November ones. Go and send them a message. And there are words to use on from the training website. If you click on book parties, book your first parties, book parties. There's all sorts of ideas. I think it's at the beginning of the little racetrack, and then at the end where it says book more parties. So you can go into either one of those, but it will have wording for you. Green dotting. So what that is if there's somebody active on Facebook, it'll if you're in Messenger, it'll show up with a little green dot next to their name. That means that they're on there last night. Catherine sent out, how many did you send out last night? At midnight?
I think the 32.
You know what? I think I was almost right exactly the same place as you. I with my notebook, I went back and wrote them in so I can track. And I think I sent out right about the same exact number. And she did that. She has found that for her, when she sends messages out at between 10 p.m. and midnight, people just, if they're online, if she does green dotting then, people are like, sure, I'll book a party. Sure, I'll join your team. I mean, it's just crazy. But she has found that really works. And not just that, but I know she's going to write those all out in her tracker or her notebook And she's going to, in a couple of days, follow up with the people that she hasn't heard back from and say, hey, uh, did you see what I sent? I know we're crazy busy running around. Did you see my message? So, and then 2 days after that, if she still hasn't gone back, one more message. It's in the follow-up. The fortune really is in the follow-up. Especially with something like birthday messages and green dotting. I probably get more bookings from my follow-up than I do from the initial messages. In fact, I'm sure I do. A box post is offering a surprise box with Pampered Chef in it. It can be as small or as big as you want. You can take that and use it however you want. You can actually do a drawing for a surprise box. You don't even have to give it to every host. You can do a drawing for a surprise box. So it's really up to you. There's a lot of ideas about that. But there's a really cute image that shows, hey, if you love Pampered Chef, pick a number, and it, who wants a surprise box. What recipes do you need? People are looking for recipes. If you post a picture of some recipes that are available on the website, and we do have examples of these, and then the whole point is to message them after, reply to, if they say, oh, I'd like this one, you reply to them and say, okay, I'm sending you a message, send them the recipe and say, you know what? You would love all the recipes. If you like that, you'll love all the recipes that I'm going to share with you and your friends if you book a party. And oh, by the way, I'm giving a free gift of whatever you want. Give a free gift. It can be just a free gift. You can say a spice, a spice rub. You can say a baking mix because we're going into baking season. Or you can do like a cup slicer if you feel like it's somebody that has 1,000 friends and is super active on social media or who loves Pampered Chef. And you get to pick. This is your business. You pick. Don't forget about catalog and link parties, and we can do express parties. I was talking to Catherine a little bit about an idea that I have that I'm going to kind of work through with somebody about a like 1-day party, possibly, shorten the actual party, like where you lead up and you invite everybody into the Facebook group. You just post for 1 day and then you do like a couple of days of wrap up. Why not? What could be bad? And don't forget about cooking parties, especially this time of year, especially after Thanksgiving when people are in holiday mode, but not necessarily, they might even have a lot of their shopping done, but they might need some things for entertaining for the holidays coming up. In that time period, book some, if you're comfortable with it, go out and cook with some friends, or just say, you know what, you can even bring something that's already made if you want and show them the tools that you use to make it. Like, it doesn't have to be the traditional, everybody has a station and, whatever you're comfortable with. And if you need ideas for that, let me know. But I'm going to be trying to get some cooking parties because just to fill in some gaps and just to diversify and keep going. So I did put on here, consistency is the key. It does set a time each day, take your phone and set an alarm of when you're going to touch your business that day. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. I would prefer some people say you need to contact 30 people a day if you're trying to grow your business, 30 people a day, 30 reach outs a day. Well, I would actually rather you contact 15 a day. If 30 seems unreasonable, seems daunting to you, you contact 15 a day and make sure you're doing all the follow-ups for every single one of those instead of doing 30 but not following up with any of them. Because I feel like that's wasting a really great opportunity, wasting that contact, wasting that reach out if you're not doing the follow-ups. So be consistent with that. I do on the training website. Can't remember where it is, but I've may have to post it on there. I have created 2 separate reach out schedules. I recognize that part of the reason I wasn't making my reach outs is because I didn't know, go into that 30 minutes that I had to make my reach outs, knowing who I was going to reach out to and how to do the follow-up. So I've made 2 different little schedules. One is for if you're doing reach outs every single day of the week because you're trying to grow your business, 7 days a week. So I have a 7-day schedule, and it just gives you an idea who to contact each of those 7 days. And then it puts the follow-up number, the first follow-up 2 days after. So it gives you a schedule, and then it gives you a second follow-up. So Monday you might do birthday reach outs, but then your second follow-up might be, oh, this post that I did, whatever. So, or a green dotting follow-up, it lays it out all out there for you. Okay. So I will make sure that I can't remember where I put that on the training website, but I believe I have it on there. I created 2 separate ones and really kind of drilled them down. Okay. Any questions? Trying to move quick. All right. Catherine, you want to take this one?
Yes.
I've talked a lot.
Yes, you do. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so recruiting. All right. This is what I got to say about recruiting. First of all, ask. They're not going to join your team. They're not going to ask you to join their team. You have to ask everybody. I have made it consistent in my parties to, I don't just ask the host. I try to ask the people in the party if they want to join. So Pamper Chef has given us this wonderful gift by extending the October offer to November 15th. So when they join, that extra sign on us, if they really, some people don't have the extra money right now, but they need money. So you can tell them, look, you don't have a lot of money. That's okay. You can sign up for $25. Some people don't even have $25. So you can host them a party, get them to $200, close that out, let them have a kit credit, and then let them earn the rest of the money from that party to get them started, because we want to help them. We want to help them to get some money in their pockets. We don't want to think about it's our sale. We're here to help them too. So Pamper Chef did us great gift by letting us continue that sale through November 15th. So I'm really excited about that. I already mentioned the sign-on gift. Are we getting the deluxe multi-cooker still?
Star. You did put a star, didn't you?
I didn't know that.
I'm almost
awesome.
I'm almost positive. I used an old image, but I'm almost positive. I think they said the only thing that wasn't carrying over was the recruiter gift.
Oh, well, there you go, Melissa. I had no idea. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't even tell her about that because I didn't think that was a thing. Like, yeah,
I'll double check, but I'm almost positive.
Okay, we'll figure that out. But yeah, guys, the only thing I can say, Heather keeps saying that, there's some secret I'm doing. There's not. I'm asking. I'm not only am I asking my host when their party starts, I've started asking my host the day they say yes to a party. So if they say yes to a party in December 5, I'm already asking them, hey, what do you think about joining? That's the first one. And so a lot of people, when they do trainings, their first one is when they're setting up the party. That's not my first anymore. There's actually 6 asks I do. My first one is then. My second one is when I set up the party, and then throughout the party, there's other things that I do to not necessarily ask, but just bring it back to their attention that, hey, you're at $300 in sales. This is what you would have made, or whatever there is I say. Each person's different. I try to treat each person as they are a person, not just another number. So it's very important that you talk to them, that get to know them. You need to know what they're into. So that's important. But my 6th ask is going to be this. If you're my host today and someone books a party from you next month on December 5th, when I'm setting up their party, I'm going to go back to you, say, hey, setting up Sally's party. I know you didn't want to be a consultant, but this could be your party if you want to join. So that's another great way to get people to join, because again, you're running their party for them. What do they have to lose? I mean, there's nothing really to lose. So the secrets that I have are, I really don't have secrets. You just ask. You have to ask.
Yep. It's so true. And consistently doing it like all the time for every party, for every host, because you don't know what's going on. You don't know if they need gas money. You don't know I had one person say, I asked her to book a party, or I think I sent her that Everyone Wins, where, you offer them to trade up their e-cookbook prize for a better gift if they book a party. And she said, I just don't have any money to, things are tight around Christmas. And I said, well, and so we are really talking about it. She hasn't signed up yet, but as of last night, she was wanting to, because I said, you could go, instead of spending money at a party, to making money and getting the free stuff at your party. So, it really is important to just listen and see what their needs are, and find a way to help, like Catherine said, to help them, instead of like take. Um, and always have that in the back of your mind, no matter what they say, it's, when they're talking about their background or their situation, just be listening. And it could be that a right now, a Pampered Chef business is not for them. But they could also say, you know what, I'm working 5 jobs. I don't have time to host a party. I don't have time to, join the business. I'm working 5 different jobs. What if this could take the place of like 2 of those jobs, and they can stay home with their kid more? Like, you just don't know. Like, think about that. I know that I get to stay home I looked into doing a part-time job, and I decided I'm going to invest more time into my Pampered Chef business, and it'll pay me so much better. And I can stay home with my kids and not have to try to find somebody to watch them. Like, it's a real thing. So, I love those tips. I need to start doing some of those too, because, it's a big deal. One thing that I do want to express is, please, and this was a big fear of mine. This is a reason why I didn't ask for the first like 6 months that I was a consultant. I think it was 5 months, but because I was scared to lose that booking. And I can promise you that if you offer it to every host, whether you have 10 bookings this month, or 2 bookings this month, or 1 booking this month so far, it will pay off. And one of the biggest things that I found when I started building a team is I realized that I was more invested. I had people doing it with me, which is always fun. That's why we say do it with a friend. I had people doing this with me, but I had people watching me, and I didn't want to let them down. I wanted to make sure I knew what was going on, and I wanted to stay plugged in so that I could get them plugged in, and it made me invest more in my business. And that's when things really started to change in my business, was when I started recruiting, because I had that accountability and I had that responsibility. So I now book enough parties where I don't worry about that whatsoever. Even if I'm short on parties, short of my goal, I know that if I give, a party to a new consultant, I don't worry about that. I know that I can go get another one. And that's just part of building your business. We want to get each of you to the point in your business where you're not worried about somebody saying, yes, I want to join your team, and then being like, oh, I really needed that party. Like, I did that. Catherine, did you do that ever? You probably didn't, because you're you.
But I am going to piggyback off what you're saying as far as don't wait to recruit. Melissa, I've not had this conversation with you yet because I don't want to blow your mind on day one, but don't wait to recruit. Do not wait. If it was not for my girls underneath me taking care of me the last month and this month to making sure we hit team sales, we wouldn't have made it on my sales, because I've had 2 really rough months. Well, a month and a week, but still. So when I recruit, I want to talk to you about getting 2 right off the bat. If you know a friend that is struggling, bring them on board with you, because it's fun when you have more people with you. It's fun, especially if it's your friend. And who doesn't want the extra $100? So yeah, don't wait to recruit. Do not wait to recruit. Absolutely not.
And if you get a chance to go in, and I did a video, and then I also did a little like Canva presentation thing that shows what can happen if we all committed, every single one of us, if we committed to adding 1 person to our team and each person on our team commits to adding one person to their team every month, just one person a month, every month, and the people on our team do that also, you get the director bonus that's available to you as a new consultant. You get the advanced director bonus that's available to you as a new consultant. You build this like big it's just crazy. And it was just like I called it just takes one. It's just like one, one person, but being consistent with that and encouraging your team members to do that also. And it's crazy how it explodes. It's really neat. So take a look at that. It's posted in the Team Drive group. I think it was called It Just Takes One. So if you have to search for it. And if you can't find it, let me know and I'll tag you in it. So I think that's all I have. Anything that I missed, Catherine? I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay. Anything I missed? Oh,
Nope.
I can't see who's joined when. Like, wow, there's another person on here.
No, we're at like 8 minutes till 9. So does
Yeah.
anybody have any questions with all this loaded information that we've thrown at you in an hour?
I was thinking I would probably go close to an hour on this one, and we started 5 minutes late, so I'll give us that. But any questions? And like I said, Monday nights will typically be 30 minutes, but this team meeting is going to be a little bit longer. Anything else? Make sure that if you have any questions, reach out to your director. Really just get in the habit of reaching out to us. We don't know if you're struggling if we don't hear from you. If you're, I said to Julie, if you're taking an hour to do any task because you can't find what you're looking for and you're getting frustrated, that's when you should reach out to me, because this isn't brain surgery. Like, there shouldn't be anything that takes you too long to try to figure out. So we can even point you in the right direction, or just help you along, hop on a Zoom, whatever, and walk you through it. We have these tools for a reason. So all right, well, we're gonna have a really great November, and I'm excited. I hope to see you guys on the trainings because they're there for you. And we'll just have a really great month. Check in with the Team Drive Facebook group, please. I'm trying to be pretty consistent with posting in there. So please check in there. And okay, wait. All right. So I'm going to put each of your name for the drawing. I almost forgot. Okay, I'm just gonna do it old-fashioned, old school. Okay, so we've got Heather. All right, we've got Melissa. And we have Julie. Okay, I'm gonna solve these. All right. Okay. Now, anybody who knows me, you know what I'm gonna say, Catherine. Anyone who knows me knows that I stink at sending out mail. However, this time, come on, wait. I have it in here already. I have a little Happy Mail gift bag ready to go. I did this so that I wouldn't have to do it later. I just have to bring it to the post office, and that's it. It's down the street. It's just down the street. That doesn't take 1,000 hours to get to in Murfreesboro. My kid's school is right there. Okay. All right. I'm gonna close my eyes. Who are these? Some Happy Mail. All right. We have Heather. Aren't you glad I saw you sitting on there? Heather Corbett is the winner. There you go, Heather. Yay! So congratulations. This is coming to you, and it will be there by Christmas 2024. No. Just kidding. I did that on purpose. Already in a bag. I'm putting it in my car right now. I'm walking it out. Don't shake your head at me. All right. Well, I hope you all have a really great night. And thank you so much for being here. It makes a difference to be on the trainings. I mean, I can't even stress that enough. There's one thing that you can do more than anything else, be on the training. All right. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks for being here.